We're getting into the middle of December, but there's still a lot around to influence financial markets. In fact, it almost seems that everything has been squashed into these last few weeks of the year. The highlight of the week will be the ECB meeting on Thursday. They're almost certainly going to ease policy further, more quantitative easing, essentially. A big question for the market, though, is whether they're going to push back on this significant euro strength that we're seeing. If they do, that would then feed through into a weaker rand. Virus stats remain in focus. US numbers hopefully topping out, although hospitalizations will continue to climb. But of course, big focus domestically, where unfortunately we're starting to see that second wave coming through. Stimulus talks are a big issue in the week. In the EU, they've got a euro 2.2 trillion budget that they're trying to pass through. They're having to overcome resistance from Hungary and Poland. The big issue, big date is going to be Thursday's EU Leaders Summit. Can they overcome that resistance, or can they somehow bypass it? US stimulus talks continue. We seem to say that every week, but the talks have been given more impetus by that weak payrolls figure that came out on Friday. Simultaneously, the US needs to reach a budget agreement by Friday if a US government shutdown is going to be avoided. Practically, they're probably going to kick the can down the road, pass a temporary budget while negotiations on the longer term budget continue. A lot of SA data this week. Third quarter GDP is expected to show a very sharp rebound from the weak second quarter. More interestingly for the rand, the third quarter current account is expected to show a surplus at a 3-decade high. Okay, so massive amounts of, to the extent that exports have been much higher than imports. We also get a lot of real sector data for October, allowing us to gauge the growth, potential growth in the fourth quarter, as well as CPI figures. There's not much on the global data front. We have US CPI, that's probably the main interest, Chinese trade figures earlier in the week. Lastly, it's supposedly a big week for Brexit. Many people are saying this is now make or break. They have to reach an agreement or do the no deal exit. In all, a lot in the week ahead for the South African financial markets. The key really is euro dollar. Can it continue to push ahead? And in that regard, Thursday's ECB meeting is the crucial date. Good luck for the week ahead.